What's up? What's crack-a-lackin'? Oh yeah. What's up, everybody? January 1st, 2024. A new year, a new day. No changes for me. I'm doing what I do on Mondays. I come here to prolific expression and give my expression to the world. Just because it's January 1st or any other holiday doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop what I'm doing. I'm actually gonna keep doing what I am doing, and that's just the way it is. It doesn't change for me. Uh, most Mondays, the mood feels very low, very dim. This Monday, you feel it even more, even lower, even dimmer, even boom, boom, boom. Because why? A whole bunch of people stayed up all night drinking or eating or doing all this crap, and then they're probably either still sleeping or wake up feeling like crap. Not me or IMC Nation. We we locked down and we did our thing like we usually do, and we woke up and here we are again. Nothing stops. Like AZD said, you don't see the squirrel, you don't see the dog, you don't see the giraffe, you don't see the lion, you don't see the bull, you don't see the wolf, the gorilla, Godzilla, you don't see any of those animals taking the day off. They get up and do their routine, whatever it is that they do, and they keep moving forward. Humans are the only ones that do shit like that. And I don't know what to say about that, man. It's like I'll just leave it at that. Um, this is the time where everybody's gonna say they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. Nah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I've been doing it. I don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. You know? And as I feel the atmosphere, I sense. I'm gonna tell you what I sense right here, because I was outside earlier looking at the sky and feeling the energy. You know, you go outside to feel some energy to so your body could get some sun, so it could heal itself. It heals itself. It has its own immune system. You don't need any other shit. And you know, eating right, some vitamins and things like that helps out. You know, because of all the toxins that are on in the atmosphere. But anyways, as I'm standing outside looking up at the sky, I look at the sky and I could sense a sense of quiet. For a moment there, I felt like I was alone in this world. Like nobody, no other living being, human being was around. It was just me. I was being present. I was like, whoa. I was just being. I was like a tree, feeling what a tree feels like, or yeah, just being. And it was pretty amazing. But then I'm all like, why is it so gloomy, so sad, so it was just weird, you know? And that's because everybody was up all night doing dumb shit, looking at a ball fall down, looking at the time, 11:59. Oh my God, 58, 57, 56, 10, 9, and oh my God. Man, I want to bark just thinking about it. This is an excuse so all the guys could hug the girls and feel up on them. All the creepy guys could hug their friend's girl, and this is an excuse for the girls to hug their guy friend or other guys. You know, that's just some crazy shit people do, man. You know, this is years ago. I was walking in Las Vegas in New Year's. This is when I was very young, and I had a friend that was walking around. Then New Year's came, and everybody's all yelling "Happy New Year!" And then he actually went up to a girl, or a girl came up to him, and they kissed each other on the mouth. Happy New Year! And then we look at him like, "Hey, bro, who was that?" "Oh, I don't know her. I don't know her." And yet we started to talk with her, and her boyfriend was there. She kissed another man in front of her boyfriend in New Year's Day because they were celebrating. What kind of shit is that, man? That's the type of things that happen out there in the quote unquote normie world. I mean, who does that? Peace and quiet is nice. How many people out there in YouTube land could just sit there and stay quiet like I did? I don't know how much, 10 seconds or whatever it was, without going crazy or feeling awkward, especially in front of a camera. Do it in front of a camera. Just stay quiet. Like, how many people could do that and not care what YouTube land? YouTube is watching me. There's people that are watching me. How many people could do that? And that's the um, beautiful thing about this process. You just live. I put a dog here, it's just gonna be and live. You put a bird, you put a cat, you put any living animal up there, and it just lives, looks around, and just bees. A bee. It's a beautiful feeling to be able to sit here and not care about the judgment. And just being. You know what? Let me see if Bacon's out there. I'm gonna grab her, and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, Bacon's a little crazy right now, running. I don't know if you heard her. She's running up and down. She's excited. The reason she's excited is because it's a new day. She's excited every day. She's not excited because it's January 1st, 2024. She doesn't care about that shit. So what's gonna happen this year for me? I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, what I've been doing, and just living. Not giving a fuck about the judgment out there. As long as I'm in my lane and heading towards life, towards survival, I will be okay. I posted something today, this morning on Instagram, and this is what I posted. I want you guys to check it out. Humble yourself towards life before survival does it for you. There's a lot of people out there that are that feel entitled to things, or they feel like they shouldn't pay their dues because of who they are. Nah, motherfucker. You gotta humble yourself to life. And if you don't, survival is gonna check you. We've all been checked. I think every human being, every living thing gets humbled in one time or another. And that doesn't mean you're weak or anything. It just means you check yourself. A great example, uh, when a lion is hunting, let's say a rhino, and then it's looking at it and it wants to eat it. It tries, and then the rhino's just too big for it. So then it backs up. The lion got humbled by that. Doesn't mean the lion's weak. Doesn't mean anything. It just means you got to humble yourself. You got to understand, you know what? Let's move on. You know what's more important? My survival. So you move forward and you find something else. But most people out there feel like they're entitled to shit. You ain't entitled to anything. Nobody owes you nothing. Not anybody owes you nothing. And people that act like they are owed something are weak, extremely weak. They are so weak that survival is going to humble them in some way, shape, or form. We're in a society that um, a civilized quote unquote society. So how do you humble another man or whatever? From a man to another man, just by the way you carry yourself. That's it. Doesn't mean you're not gonna get challenged, doesn't mean that you can't get hurt or any of that. Just humble yourself. I humble myself to life. I really do. If I'm let's say I'm walking towards in the woods and then I see a big ass fucking bear and then I look at it, I'm gonna humble myself to that bear, to life and that bear. Because if I don't, that bear is gonna fuck me up. You know what I mean? Now let's say I'm with a tribe full of people, my brothers behind me, humble itself towards survival or life, and it's gonna turn around and leave. But most people, since they don't get a not check, but humbled, is they're acting around like their shit don't stink. They're acting around like some women, like they're the shit. Men, women, humble yourself to life, and you will do better. Doesn't mean you're weak, like I said. What's wrong with that? Nothing. If I'm walking with my girl and then a robber comes out and says, "Give me your fucking money," here you go, bro. Take whatever you want. It's not worth it. You know what I mean? Take whatever you want. Take any material you want. Here you go, bro. You know, I humble myself to my survival, to my life. That some people are gonna say, "No, I ain't giving you shit." Well, good luck to you on that, bro. Good luck to you on that. Now, the other side of the coin is you're trying to take my life. It ain't gonna happen that easy. When two bears are fighting for their life, they go hard. Two lions, two animals, they humble themselves to life. Yet they humble. They are survival driven. I am survival driven. I will survive. Now, it doesn't mean that I won't, that I can't get hurt or killed or any of that. Just know that every ounce of my being is gonna fight, just like every animal does. Look at a honey badger. Look at a lion. They'll fight to survive. Look at when the lion's down and out, tired. Get close to it, pet its nose, see if it won't bite your ass, even if it's tired and hurt. It'll still bite your ass. Won't quit. That's the mentality. So humble yourself to life. And everybody's gonna get humbled, like I told you. Every human being is gonna get humbled in some way, shape, or form by an elder, by life, by an animal, by survival, pretty much. I've been humbled many times by random people, by co-workers, by mother, by father, by animals, by everything in life. So I humble myself towards life. But like I said, as long as it doesn't mess with my survival, we're cool. If you mess with my survival, I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. They're gonna humble to my survival. And if let's say uh, I quote unquote die in the process, they're gonna remember, and they're gonna remember by missing a leg or missing an eye or missing a piece of them. But that's the type of mentality I'm talking about. Now, I'm not saying I'm saying everything I'm saying is you're an intelligent human being. Do not break the laws that you're of the city or country you live on. I'm not saying any of that. You do what you have to do to live and survive. Anything else is ain't shit. So it's best to humble yourself. Young man, humble yourself. Young lady, humble yourself. Both of you need to humble. Humble towards each other. Respect each other. A strong man never disrespects. It's just protecting his survival. And if you don't get that, you haven't been humble, and you got to get humble. Why is it so hard to be humble? I don't get it. I seen some videos online of people in traffic getting all pissed. Yeah, they get off. Well, this guy gets off with a bat, acting all tough, and then the other guy gets out a gun. He got humble. He backs off and says, "You got humble." That's the type of dumb shit you have to go through in order to be humble. Humble yourself, man. Everybody's going to go through it at some point in their life. All animals, all dogs, all cats, all living things get humbled by survival, by nature, mother nature, or whatever you want to call it. Um, it's just it's such a vast subject that you could go deep into it. YouTube land, some people may not even understand. There's this show, Cosmic Disclosure on Gaia. It's like explaining to a dog how to build a house. No, no, how come you're not humbling yourself when you're speaking right now? Blah blah blah. I could hear people say to it. Maybe you need to hear this so you could humble yourself. No big deal, man. Why is it such a big deal to get humbled? If you're watching this, nobody's watching. Just humble yourself. Anyways, there's so many ways to go about this subject. It's a subject that could be spoke upon for hours and hours. So I've only done what 20 minutes, and it's bits and pieces that it's hard to comprehend or understand. And when some people watch this, they're probably like, "Oh, you're this, you're that." Like, check yourself, man. I'm here for survival. If you wanna join the team, come on, man. Everybody's welcome. All men. Just follow some rules. Same with the country, living in this country, you follow some rules. Same with the jungle, you follow some rules. You don't see a lion going to another lion's territory. It knows to go around. Or if it's going, it's to challenge him. Rules. I get that there's a quote saying, uh, the best way to live, the number one rule is to not have a rule. Yeah, there's no rules, but like I said, in the life, there's rules. So just follow them. And if you don't, you know what? It's just so much, so much, so much to so deep, such a deep subject that it's I'm trying to convey it here on YouTube is probably tougher than I know a lot of INC brothers will understand. However, YouTube, I'm not sure. Hey, if you don't, ask me some questions. Hit me up, drop a comment, ask me, hey, I didn't understand this. I'll talk to you, man. I'll respect you. You know, just don't fuck with my survival and we're good. IMC Nation, be the best, fuck the rest.